All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai. All right, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakodash. All right, what I just said was all praises, glory, and honor to the true name of what the world so-called God and what the world so-called Jesus Christ. All praises unto the true God, which his name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai. All right. Before I start the video, I want to give double honors to my apostles and my elders at Great Millstone who rule well. All right, and worthy to be accounted double honors. Excuse me. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your heart. Sincerity in your hearts. All right. For the love of the gospel. Now this is the brother Shamaria of the Indiana camp. All right, GMS Indiana, Gary, Indiana. And this lesson is going to be pertaining to this incident that happened with this lady named by the name of Joy Morgan. All right, I'm only making this lesson as an example for how Akim is supposed to live, man. For those who really, truly want to live by the correct way. All right, the correct way the scriptures are broken down. Okay, because remember the guy that killed this woman, the guy that killed Joy Morgan was a member of IUIC. All right, he was a member of IUIC, and I want to instruct brothers, those who watching this video, not to do that. And why was that man going off by doing that? All right, we're not supposed to exact vengeance upon our own, upon ourselves, man. We're not supposed to exact or execute vengeance ourselves. We're not supposed to do that. The Lord instructed us how we're supposed to exact vengeance, man. The Lord instructed us how we're supposed to get payback. The Lord instructed us how to act in situations. All right, and it's all in these scriptures, man. It's all in these scriptures. Let's go to this Romans 8:6. This is the one I want to start off with. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." All right, now I'm going to get what is the spirit. The scripture says, "The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." All right, let me get that in another app. Scripture says, "The words that I speak unto you." All right, now I'm going to get how to be spiritually. All right, how to think spiritually. I believe it's 6:64. This is John, the book of John 6:63. It says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth." All right, that word quickeneth means to make alive. It says, "The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." All right. And the book of Baruch, the fourth chapter says, man, the law, this is the law of the commandment of God, man. All they that keep it shall live, and all they that shall not keep it shall die. You know? So I'm going to instruct Akim, true men that want to live by the Lord, how to think spiritually, man, in situations like this. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death." What's the word carnal mean? The word carnal means to be of the flesh. Carnal, flesh. All right, the living body. It means to be fleshly minded. The natural or physical origin, generation, relationship, nature. It is in human nature when to get mad, to abuse someone or to hit them. All right, we don't think carnally. We don't think fleshly. That's the opposite of the spirit, man. That's the opposite of the spirit. Because it just said that to think carnally minded is death, but to think spiritually minded is life. All right, so it's complete opposites. And peace. Verse 7, "Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be." All right, it is not subject under. It is not under the law of God, because neither it can be, because it is the natural man. It's the natural state of man, and the natural state of man is subject to sin, man. You understand? You have to go. You have to look at yourself from another vantage point through the spirit, man. And what is the spirit? I just told you that the words of the Bible are the spirit. Now, what does the Bible say about payback, man? It's the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, 1 and 6, like it. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right, so it's a righteous thing unto the Lord to recompense tribulation to people that trouble you. But how are you supposed to recompense tribulation? Are you supposed to go out and get a gun, all right, and shoot and kill that person? Or are you supposed to go and get go up to him and hit him? All right, that's carnally. That's thinking with a carnal mind. You know, that's not what the Lord told you to do. It's not what He told you to do. This is the book of Romans. Where is it at? Book of Romans 12 in the last verse. It started at 17. Book of Romans chapter 12 verse 17. It says, recompense no man evil for evil. So if someone do wrong to you, you're not supposed to go back and do wrong to that man. All right, recompense no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. All right, provide things honest in the sight of all men. So I mean, that's not to say you can't defend yourself. All right, you start the car. I'm getting kind of chilly. All right, this is that's not to say you can't defend yourself, man. All right, you can still defend yourself. If someone's threatening your life, then you can still defend yourself. You understand? Hey man, but if it's not life threatening, then you could avoid it. All right, provide things honest in the sight of all men. It says, verse 18, if it be possible, as such as liveth in you, live peaceably with all men. So that's not living peaceably, murdering someone, man, or killing somebody. All right, even if it is of the law. All right, it's of the law. When you see a faggot, you're supposed to put him to death. But that's not living peaceably among all men. You understand? So when it says, when 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6 says that it's righteous thing upon Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you, he wasn't talking about by your hand. All right, he said we got to pray to the Lord and ask the Lord to do it for us, man. You know, because He surely will do it. Okay, it says, verse 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. So if you get angry, put it in a place, man. Put it in a place where you can let it go. All right. It says, for it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord. All right, and I'm gonna get that where it's written, because it is written, man. Because in the New Testament, they are always referencing the Old Testament, man, because the New Testament wasn't written yet. When the 12 disciples were living out the words in the New Testament, man, it wasn't written yet. They were reading the Old Testament, so they kept reversing the Old Testament, man. And it is written that the vengeance is the Lord's. I'm gonna get it. But right now, I'm gonna finish this out. It says, therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. All right. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. What is good? The scriptures, man. The spirit. You understand? And you heap coals on your enemy's head when he offends you. All right. When you get offended by these filthy people, man, by these filthy heathens, by these filthy fucking Israelites, man. When they offend you, the Lord sees that, man. The Lord sees that, and He's gladly gonna repay. Let me get that Deuteronomy, because the Lord will repay. The Lord will repay. It's Deuteronomy 32 and 35. Deuteronomy 32:35 says, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense, their foot shall slide in due time. So these people are gonna get theirs in due time, man. These people will get theirs in due time. You just gotta wait on it, man. That's where the patience comes in. You understand? To me belongeth vengeance and recompense, their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and things that shall come upon them make haste. All right, so it is at hand, man. The Lord sees everything, man. The Lord sees everything. You understand? Let me get that in the book of Matthew, man, because the scriptures tell you how to behave when your adversary comes upon you, man. And everyone that don't got the truth is our adversary. I don't know exactly what verse it's in. Uh, let me see if I can catch it. That's a good one. Matthew 5:11. It's not what I was looking for, but it's close. It's somewhere around that scripture. It says, "Agree with thine adversary quickly." There it is. 25 is what I want. But let me go back to 11. Matthew 5:11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. All right, let me look up that word revile. Where am I at? I'm in Matthews 5:11. Look up that word revile you. To reproach, all right? Upbraid, to revile, to deserve, to reproach. All right, man, to upbraid, means to contend with, man. You know? It says to rail, to chide, to taunt. All right, all of these things are synonyms for being angry, man. These are what people do when they're being angry. When they upbraid you, all right, that means they're hostile towards you, man. They're belligerent. When they reproach you, they're trying to rebuke you or correct you, all right, or speaking evil against you, man. That word chide, that word chide, that means getting ready to fight you, man. When it said that the people chide with Aaron when Moses was in Mount Sinai, they chide with Aaron, getting ready to lay hands on Aaron, man. So when people revile you, blessed are you. Because when you hold your integrity, the Lord see that, man. The Lord sees you holding your integrity. You understand? It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. All right? So blessed are ye if you go through those temptations, man. Let me go ahead and go jump to 25. This is what you're supposed to do when your adversary come upon you. It says, agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. All right, and that's what happened to that man that killed that woman, man. She must have done something to aggravate him. All right, but he killed her, and he got delivered to the judge. All right, and the officer delivered to the judge, and you got cast into prison. You understand? So we gotta agree. Hey, man, that man should have just shut up, bitch, and just walked off, man. If he got aggravated, man, because it is written, man, it is better for them to tie a millstone about thy neck and cast it into the sea. Okay, this is Matthew 18:6. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones, those are the Lord's men, the men of the Lord, which says Slakia, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he drowned in the depth of the sea. So all right, so it's better for him to take a millstone, what you grind up flour with, and a very heavy rock, and tie it about his neck and cast it into the sea. That'd be better for him than offend these little ones, man. So the Lord got you, man. The Lord got you, man. Everybody that ever offended you for this truth, all right, everyone that ever reviled you for this truth, man, the Lord is gonna recompense. He's gonna gladly repay. You gotta have faith in that, man. You gotta know that the Lord is gonna plead your cause. I'm gonna get that too. It's Hebrews 12:14. Because I had these scriptures wrote down before I did the lesson. Hebrews 12:14. It says, Hebrews 12:14, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. All right, so the point of that one is follow peace with all men, man. You're supposed to live peaceably among all men. All right, I think the same. It says it copies the same thing in the book of 1 Peter 3:9. It says, it says 1 Peter 3:9, not rendering evil for evil. See, I just read read that to you in Romans. Not rendering evil for evil, railing for railing, but counterwise. So you're supposed to do the opposite. When people do evil against you, you're supposed to counter it with good, man. Counterwise. When people start railing at you, man, railing, reviling. See, I just went into that word, chiding, upbraiding, rebuking or reproofing. You're supposed to do the opposite. It says bless. It says but counterwise blessing. Know that ye are thereto called, that ye should inherit a blessing. All right. We're supposed to be above these people, man. When they all acting out and outlandish, all right. We're supposed to be the ones saying you fool, or say something to belittle them, man. We're supposed to be the bigger person, Hey, honestly, I can say I know that the nigger woman, is very she lacks in wisdom, but I can honestly say I had a decent mother, man. I had a loving and a kind mother, and one of the things that she taught me, she taught me a lot of valuable things in my life, and I know a lot of people can attest for that, but I was raised by a mother, and my father wasn't in the house all the time. Now, I knew who my father was, and I seen him often. He taught me a lot of valuable things. One is this truth. He taught me this truth, but my mother also taught me at a young age, not in these very words, but to roughly paraphrase, strength isn't in how big your muscles is or how many people you can beat up. It's the ability to avoid. It's your ability to avoid situations that you want to feed into, man. And I thought about that. It's your ability, and I didn't understand it when I was young, because people would kids was cruel, man. Kids are cruel. They'd talk shit to you. This is after I got in the fight. All right, they'd talk shit to you. You want to fight them. It's not your strength; is your ability to hold your integrity, man. That's what she meant. Yes, that's the meaning of true strength. Your ability to hold your integrity, man, when you're being tested. That's strength. That's when you're strong. I wanted to get wait upon the Lord, man. Wait upon the Lord, because He's gonna execute judgment for us, man. And that's what it says in the book of Micah. Micah 7:9. This is the book of Micah 7 verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against Him. Or what is that word bear? What is that word going to? This is nasa. All right. It says to lift up, to bear up, to carry, to take, to lift up, to carry. All right. So it also means to lift up, as in like you put it upon yourself and wear it as a garment. But look at this definition. All right. Shit. This definition here, man. To exalt. You understand? To exalt. So we exalt the indignation of the Lord, man, because I have sinned against Him. So we're paying for the sins that we committed against the Lord, all right, in our past lives and in the lives that we have today, man. Because we sin, we still go off, even though we're in these fleshly bodies. But that's where the grace comes in. That's where the mercy comes in at, man. It says, because I have sinned against Him until He have plead my cause and execute judgment for me. All right, so we have to keep bearing, lifting up this indignation and carrying it upon us. All right, the word indignation goes into righteous fury. All right, fury, raging, storm, indignation. And the Lord does nothing wrong. The Lord cannot do wrong. All right, so it's righteously put upon us, man. So we have to bear this indignation because we sinned against the Lord, and then we have to keep bearing it until He plead our cause, man, and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, the knowledge, and I will behold His righteousness, man, when I'm delivered. You understand? We have to have faith that we're going to be delivered, man. We got to have faith in the Lord got us. The Lord is going to plead my cause. The Lord is going to fight for me. Let me see what this one. Oh, fucking phone. I'm almost done. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Because it also goes into being patient. You understand? It goes also into being patient. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured in the fire of my jealousy. All right, now that's the indignation that these people are gonna get, but they're gonna die, man. See, we're just getting afflicted, you know. We're getting afflicted to increase our spiritual minds, but these people are gonna get the indignation with actual fire, man. These people are gonna die terrible deaths. You understand? But the point is, I shall wait upon the Lord. It says, therefore I will wait ye upon me, saith the Lord. So wait upon the Lord until the day that I rise up to the prey. For all of those who preyed upon you, man, all of those that aggravated you, all of those who offended you, man. It says, for my determination to gather the nations. That's the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the World War III, third woe. All right, he's going to gather the nations and assemble them in the kingdoms, to pour upon them his indignation. That's when he execute vengeance for us, man. Because we know that. Because we know when we see that World War III, this kingdom is over with, man. This kingdom is done, and the new, out with the old and in with the new, man. You know. What is Psalms 27? I'm gonna close it up on this last one. 26 and 9. 1 Samuel. What does 26 and 9 say? Yeah, I'm gonna get no, I ain't gonna get that one. That's another example. I ain't gonna get an example. I wanna get straight to the point. Alright, this is Psalms 27 and 14. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Salakia. This is Psalms 27 and 14. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. All right, and then that's the point. Let me go up. It says Psalms 27 and 13. I'm gonna start up another one. Psalms 27 and 12. Deliver me not over unto the will of my enemies. All right, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. All right, and that's the truth, man. Because King David is praying to the Lord, Lord, deliver me not to my enemies, please. All right, so deliver in our situation, deliver us not unto the white man. All right, deliver us not unto these other nations. Deliver us not unto 2/3 of our people. All right, for false witnesses are risen up against me, man, and that's what they're gonna do. Project Megiddo, man. They're gonna come into your houses and invade you and take you into concentration camps and torture you. All right, so David is praying, deliver me not to my enemies, man. A Bible shall allow me not to go through that. All right, because false witnesses are risen up against me, and such breathe out cruelty. I have fainted unless I had to believe to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, man. So he would have fainted if he wouldn't have seen, if he had believed, unless he would have fainted unless he had to see the goodness of the Lord, man. So he wait on the Lord to be of good courage. He shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. All right. Now with that, I hope this message was edifying to the elect of Israel. All right. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.